So Kevin Harvick has announced that 2023 will be his final full-time season, and of course, the speculation for who takes over the 4 car next year has already started. Several drivers have been talked about, including Ross Chastain, Riley Herbst, Cole Custer, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Alex Bowman. My first thought was that SHR should try to sign Alex Bowman away from Hendrick Motorsports. Funding is obviously important, and Bowman may be able to bring his current sponsor Ally Bank with him. However, Bowman seems confident that he will be able to work out an extension with Hendrick, and after doing some thinking, I have a wildcard driver that I think SHR should at least consider as a potential replacement for Harvick. It is a long shot. He doesn't have the sponsorship money of Riley Herbst or the recent Cup Series success of Ross Chastain, but he is a driver that I believe, if given the opportunity, will step up to the plate and perform. And that driver is Josh Berry. Hear me out on this one. I made a video a while back stating that Josh Berry deserves a shot at a Cup Series ride, and I believe that even more now today than I did when I made that video. Josh Berry has shown that he does not let an opportunity go to waste. In 2021, he finally got the opportunity to race the majority of the Xfinity Series schedule, and in 22 races he scored 12 top 10s and picked up 2 wins. The first of those wins came at Martinsville, which obviously was impressive, but it made sense considering his background in short track racing. It was his win at Las Vegas while subbing for an injured Michael Annett that really impressed. He also earned top 10 finishes at each type of track that NASCAR visits, including a superspeedway at Talladega and a road course at Mid-Ohio. His performance earned him a full-time seat at Junior Motorsports in 2022, and he continued to impress, winning 3 races at Dover, Charlotte, and Las Vegas en route to a Championship 4 appearance. Berry may not have the story that we typically associate with star prospects in NASCAR today. He's not a highly touted 21-year-old with a big-name team, sponsor, or manufacturer throwing all of their resources behind him. He's a guy in his early 30s who has built a legendary career in late models. He won the Cars Tour Championship in 2017, and he spent years mentoring those hotshot young prospects for Junior Motorsports before Dale Earnhardt Jr. was finally able to give him a real shot in the Xfinity Series. In the video I made about him during the summer, I said that Josh Berry is basically NASCAR's version of Crash Davis from Bull Durham. He mentored guys like William Byron, Sam Mayer, and others who have come up through the Junior Motorsports ranks. While Berry may not have the sponsorship money attached to him that someone like Riley Herbst has, I think he is a guy who SHR could sell on the companies that currently sponsor Kevin Harvick in the 4 car. One of those sponsors in particular is Anheuser-Busch, a company with a very long history in NASCAR. If they were to leave the sport following Harvick's retirement, then it would give me a lot of pause about NASCAR's future. I think they will stay in NASCAR, it's just a question of who gets their sponsorship dollars. I think Josh Berry is a good fit for them and their brand, a tough but likable and hard-working short track racer. It seems that sponsorship is covered for most, if not all, of Berry's 2023 Xfinity Series schedule, including Bass Pro Shops sponsoring his car for 11 races, and that's a particularly interesting sponsor. There seems to still be a possibility that Martin Truex Jr. retires after the 2023 season, and if that happens, then Bass Pro Shops could have more money freed up to spend elsewhere. Josh Berry, again, seems like a really good fit for the Bass Pro brand, and SHR does have a history with Bass Pro from the time that they sponsored Tony Stewart in the 14 car. If Berry is able to build a good relationship with Bass Pro, they could potentially help provide some of the support that he needs to make the jump to a competitive Cup Series ride. Building relationships with sponsors seems to be something that Berry is pretty good at once he has them, as current sponsor Jarrett Companies has increased their sponsorship from 3 races in 2022 to 6 in 2023. And Tire Pros is returning for a third season as a sponsor for Barry. If SHR were able to sell a couple of Harvick's current sponsors on Barry, and Barry was able to bring a couple of his own, then suddenly Josh Berry begins to make a lot of sense as a replacement for Kevin Harvick. Also, he's the kind of driver that SHR co-owner Tony Stewart seems to like. He's a hard worker that doesn't let an opportunity go to waste. I think that if he were given the right equipment at the Cup level, he could be a winner. It would be a feel-good story that would give every local short track fan and hero something to cheer for. One of their own, fighting his way up through the local ranks and finding success at the Cup Series level. Not a young hotshot with big money backing him, just a local hero with a lot of talent who put in the work and made a successful career for himself. A throwback to the way things used to be. You may say that Josh Berry isn't the big name driver that you need to replace someone like Kevin Harvick, but here's the thing. There is no replacing Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick has one of the most successful, well-rounded careers in NASCAR history. He's 10th on the all-time wins list. He's won a championship. He's won the Daytona 500, Southern 500, Coke 600, and Brickyard 400. He's won on every type of racetrack on the schedule. Not to mention the fact that he's third on the all-time wins list in the Xfinity Series, with 2 championships there, and he's won 2 Truck Series championships as an owner. There will never be another Kevin Harvick. There is no Kevin Harvick caliber driver to replace Kevin Harvick with. Also, one more quick point. Kevin Harvick recently bought the Cars Tour as part of an ownership group with Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Burton, and Justin Marks. How cool would it be if he were to be replaced by a legend of the Cars Tour series as he transitions into his new role as an owner of that series, whatever that ownership role may look like. So, I believe that Josh Berry would be an awesome driver to take over the 4-car for Stewart-Haas Racing in 2024. I know that it is a long shot, but I can always hope, right? Let me know who you think should replace Harvick in the comments, and if you've enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. It's one click and nothing helps the channel more than that. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.